I'm Joey Bicicchi.
I'm Maia Mitchell, and we are here with Young Hollywood. We're going to play What Would You Do?
What would you do?
What would you do?
I don't know. What would you do?
I don't know. What would you do?
Me neither. I don't know.
What's up, Young Hollywood? We are about to play What Would You Do with our two very special guests. Are you guys excited?
Oh, yeah, baby. Let's go.
Okay, so there's a bunch of scenarios that I'm going to ask, and you would pick what would you do. Some are related to the movie No Way Out, and some are related to your personal lives. Okay? Some are intense, just like the movie. So, what would you do if you could see your future? 1, find out who you marry. 2, find out if you achieved your biggest goal. Or 3, find out if you have any kids.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Kids? Yeah. What? What do you mean? You could just do it.
But it answers number 1 as well.
Oh, right. You already know that.
Well, it answers number 1 and number 3.
Oh, okay, so it's like a 2-in-1.
Yeah, it's a 2-in-1.
Oh, wow.
1.
That's practical.
Here.
So strategic. I didn't know this was a strategy game.
So you want to find out if you achieved your biggest goal.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
My biggest goal? I can't reveal that. It's a work thing, a certain person to work with.
And philanthropy, right?
Philanthropy. Yeah. There's just a few goals that I want to achieve. We're getting there.
And for me, I'm an uncle of 7, and I love children, and I think I'll find out who I'm having that child with if I figure out number 3. So, like we said, 2 for 1.
Wow. That's amazing.
That's perfect. Honestly, though, that's complete strategy. That's genius. You would know who you're having the kid with. Okay, ready for the next one?
Yes.
What would you do if you could write No Way Out 2? Would you write that Tessa does what she did to Nick again to a different guy? Would you write that Nick escapes the cops? Or would you write that Tessa visits Nick in prison, assuming he goes every day?
Ready? Yeah. I want to be in the sequel, so I need to be at the prison.
I would like to work with you again, so yeah, that works.
But what does she do to Nick?
What did she do?
This is the question. This is the ambiguous question that needs to be answered. In the sequel.
That's a good. I always thought in the sequel it could be opening with I have this friend Sammy in it, and she could be in the in court answering questions, and maybe that helps glue it. And then we have you visiting me in prison, and there's another kind of crazy love story that happens.
This is a thought that's going to fester.
It's going to fester.
Say you did commit a crime. This is general in life. You guys personally committed a crime. And you heard sirens coming down the road to get you. Would you make a break for it and run? Would you let them get you and turn yourself in? Or would you lie to them and tell them you didn't do it, and then they decide your fate?
Are you ready? I think I know what you're I can't lie.
The thing is, I couldn't lie.
Yeah.
I would have to tell the world, and I'm sorry.
We're
I'm sorry I did it.
We're both completely transparent people.
It's true.
I can't lie to save my life.
If I lied, it would probably be you're guilty, but yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's just not realistic.
I don't know the ending of the movie. So I think Nick actually would tell, in the end, he would tell the truth because Nick is after truth and he does believe everything that Tessa's telling him and he's fighting for his woman. So he would tell the truth because he believes that he's going after the truth. Yeah.
Say there were such things as past lives. Would you want to know who you were and what you did for a living? Would you never want to know? Or would you want to know and tell the world if they asked?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I'd want to know, but I wouldn't want to have to commit to telling the world.
Yeah, I want to.
Because what if it wasn't great?
True, protecting yourself.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Or
True.
Nikki, because Nikki might be going to jail. So.
That's right. If I saw that, like, oh, no, I can't tell anybody that. Because you might not have any friends. But what if it was great?
Well, then you have the option. If you picked one, you have the option to tell people.
2 for 1.
Yes, strategy. Look, keep up.
Okay. If you could listen to any one song for the rest of your life, would you listen to Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo, Story of My Life by One Direction, or Blinding Lights by The Weeknd?
Okay, I got mine. Do you go yours?
Yes.
Yeah, we're on a streak.
The only reason why I know this is because I had to edit to it. So.
Oh, yeah.
And it was really fun. The beat
It's a good
still
song.
in here.
It's a good song.
But yeah, the other 2 that you said no clue.
Yeah, it is. It's pop culture.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that I've always just been kind of like a huge Beastie Boys fan. I don't know why. There's just like makes me like so calm all the time. Anytime I have anxiety or anything, I just blare Beastie Boys.
Yeah,
I love
that's his
it.
brain.
It just calms me down.
Okay. What would you do if you had 24 hours to live? Would you confess your love to who you think is your soulmate or someone? Spend all of your money? Or would you travel to your closest dream destination?
Sorry. I'm a hopeless romantic, so I would go with number 1.
That's great.
Yeah, it's not great.
I would just spoil my nieces and nephews. That's what I'd do.
Yeah, you'd be an uncle.
All 7 of them.
Yeah, all 7 of them.
You run out of money pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna be broke anyway after Christmas, so.
Okay. What would you do if you met Tessa and Nick as a couple in real life? Would you become friends with them? Would you probably avoid them? Or would you let Nick take pictures of you and then never talk to them again?
They are like everyone I avoid in LA. Yes,
What number are you put?
2. I would avoid them like the plague. You see what happens?
I'd just be like, what a study piece.
Ah.
I'd be like, you guys are interesting. You should be in my
Yeah.
life.
I'd be
Then
like,
Maya
"You
would come and be
guys
like, you shouldn't hang out with
are- yeah, you
them.
shouldn't. Stay away.
You should let them take pictures of you. But you're probably right, number 2.
No going out with them.
No.
I would have to explore it a little bit. You meet that guy at a coffee shop, and then like Tessa comes bopping around, and you start knowing about their story and everything. Like, okay, I could do a Saturday night with them, right?
Yeah, and then see how it plays out. See how it plays out.
No.
And did you have a wig on, or was that your actual hair?
No, that was my hair. I fried my hair for that film.
It's back and great, though.
Yeah,
Like, you're-
that was like 3 years ago. We've had
Oh,
some
right.
time. It's all new hair since then.
Okay, 2 left. If you could only binge watch one show for the rest of your life, which show would it be? Euphoria, Stranger Things, or The Fosters?
You answered correctly.
I know. I fear for my life.
Yeah, I like Stranger Things, and I have a hard time watching myself, so it's like my idea of my personal health.
Stranger Things is good though. You get a little bit of drama, a little bit of funny.
Yeah, some
Euphoria,
nostalgia.
It's a great show, but man, I
It's
don't know
too
if
heavy.
I don't know.
It's too heavy to watch
The
on repeat.
Fosters, it's like a giant hug, and you could look at this face
You're
forever.
sweet. You're sweet.
Thank you.
Well done.
I've never seen it.
I also love how you said Euphoria is intense, and Euphoria is very intense, but so is your movie. So,
That's true.
Different kinds of intense, though.
That's fair.
okay. Last one. What would you do if your phone got hacked? Would you freak out if people saw your photos, freak out if people saw your notes app, or freak out if they saw your text to your best friends?
It's okay.
The Notes app is a scary place.
It is.
It's
Ideas, shopping
dreams,
lists,
nightmares,
yeah.
thoughts, feelings, lists.
Journaling.
Yeah, the lists. So many lists. I love making lists. That's
That might be the
terrifying.
most terrifying. But you're like, she has 75,000 lists in here.
I probably do. I have a list every day.
And how are you guys? So you filmed No Way Out about, what, 3 years ago now? So now that the world is finally going to see it and embrace Tessa and Nick, how does it feel with like your current state of mind versus when you were filming it?
I think there's like a little more to celebrate now because we've been friends for so long now,
Yeah, yeah.
and we've grown really close to each other and the rest of the crew as well. We're all kind of best friends now.
Yeah, especially the director, Azzy Rahman. We all have been kind of close. And the guy that shot the movie, Peter Mosman, we grew up on the same block in Chicago. So I've known him since, like, I borrowed a pencil from that guy freshman year of high school. And it was just like, it's really funny how it all kind of came together. And the producer and writer, Keith Carville, we all kind of have like a cool little family together now. And so
Yeah.
looking back on it and talking about like what we were talking, like thinking about in scenes and,
Yeah.
you know, it's really fun.
Well, just be careful with Tinder. maybe when you're falling in love, like be a little
Yeah.
more, do some more vetting, perhaps.
Maybe
you know?
not so quick to just.
Slow and steady wins the race.
But I think we're talking about that dating in LA, especially when you come here, no one really knows each other. So you on Tinder and you're like, oh, I'm dating someone cool, and you sometimes get really close to someone. You're like, why did I get so close to them? So I don't know anything about this person. So maybe that's the message.
Yeah.
But believe in love,
Yes, love prevails.
always.
Always. Even if it kills you.
Yeah, that's good. That's the tagline.
That's it. Thanks so much for watching.
And you can see our movie No Way Out in select theaters and on demand starting August 12th. Tune in because it's a wild ride.
It's a wild ride. And make sure that you subscribe to the Young Hollywood YouTube channel.